Hello, everyone. I'm going to be walking you guys through the Building Pangea Explore Learning Gizmo today. So the assignment is located in the Week 19 folder, Building Pangea. You can click on this link, or when you go into your document and you pull it up, it's also in the title. So if you click on the title, click on that link, it'll take you to your Explore Learning account. Make sure you log in, otherwise you only have 5 minutes to complete it, and that won't be long enough. When you get there, it should look something like this with the different continents around. If you hover over the continent, it'll tell you what continent you're dealing with. So I have South America, North America, Africa, Arabia, India, Eurasia, Australia, Antarctica, Madagascar, stuff like that. So this first part of the gizmo here tells you what to do. So what we're going to be studying today is Pangea, how Pangea was formed, how it drifted apart into the continents we have today. They believe that this used to be a supercontinent with all of the continents that we know today in one place. It's not going to be a perfect picture, but at least it'll be something, and this will help us understand how those moved, and we'll have different evidences for that. So to get started, you're going to start with how it works. So when you click on a landmass, all right, you can click and drag it in the middle if you get that little fist. You can click and drag it if you're pulling it in the middle of the continent. But if you click towards the end, you'll see that your cursor turns into a circle, and then you can rotate it around in a circle like that. So that's how you will move. You got to get towards the end, and then you can rotate. That's how you can move these continents around. So first up, drag South America to Africa. Look at their coastlines. What do you notice? So South America, see how it says South America? There's Africa. Drag the coastlines together. What do you notice? All right. So again, you can do a little bit of rotating, and you know what? It looks like they almost just fit together right there. All right, and that's the answer, is they look like they could fit together. Now, it's not, again, not perfect, but hey, it looks like it could have been there. So that's kind of the point. As I continue to go through this gizmo, though, just remember that I'm not going to be giving out answers to the questions. So I won't say number 2 is blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be showing you how you can answer each one. I'll lead you up to the answer, but it's up to you to get the answer for yourself. And that's what I'm focused on here. So I'm not going to give out many answers. I just want to show you how to do this so you can do this on your own if you miss class or you get confused. So what do you notice? That goes there. What do you notice about those pieces? Okay. So then number 2 says, try to fit all the landmasses together like a puzzle. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to, let's see. That might fit something like this. Might do a little rotation. All right, so they're not going to fit perfectly, just like a heads up. But you can see some like fit, should look like they fit. So you're going to have to do your best work to kind of just, piece it together. That might look like it went there. Let's see. Maybe that could have gone down here. And don't forget to rotate them. That always gets me sometimes. That obviously goes right there. So again, like these plates, they don't have to go exactly where I have them. I'm just trying to find a way that it all fits in like a somewhat decent pattern shape. I think green went right in there. All right. So once you roughly get it together, try to fit it the best you can. If you can't get it perfectly, that's okay. Like I said, spoiler alert, they don't all fit perfectly. And we're going to talk about that. All right. So that's close. I'm going to call that close enough for me. And that's okay. So again, you don't have to get it perfectly as long as you get it close. So what you're going to do first is you're going to click on Tools. And you're going to click on Screenshot. It's going to take a quick screen grab of what you put together. Then what you're going to do is you're going to right with your mouse on this, right click, and you're going to choose the option that says Copy Image. So again, right click anywhere, copy image. So it's not going to do anything on your screen, but it's going to copy that image to your clipboard. And then you're going to go over where it says, has the picture, and you're going to hit Control, hold down Control and hit V to paste your image. That's what I'm looking for you to do. So again, Tools, Screenshot, right click, copy image. Over here in this box, Control V, paste. All right, so how well do they fit together? All right, you can say pretty well. You can see that it's not perfect. You can have some blue spots in the middle. That's fine, but as long as you get it close, that's good with me. So is it a perfect fit? Yes or no? If not, what could have happened to make them not fit? So like, what are we missing? You can see that I have gaps in mine. So we're missing large pieces of land that go there. All right, and you could think about it. All right, what's missing from this picture is a lot of islands. There's a lot of islands. All right, down here I have another picture in the Indian Ocean. And they're also missing the like Southeast Pacific right here. So they're missing parts of those islands. So we're missing some islands that could fit in there. All right, so then think about how the land masses got to where they are today. Do you think that, does this seem realistic? Does it seem like these land masses could have moved like this? And then once you're done and you have your picture saved in there, click reset, right? Because then it'll shift all this stuff back to where they are today. And then that will kind of show, if you have to watch it closely, because this only happens once. So when I click reset, watch carefully. All right, you can rewind this video and replay it to watch where the continents go. So right here is where I have what I think it looked like. And then reset, watch where they go. So does it seem like those could have, if you did that in slow motion, do you think they could have drifted there? Yes or no? All right, and make sure you give me some explanation. Where these words say explain, guys, give me some sentences. All right, you guys are all smart kids. I'm really tired of reading like these one words answers. Like, does it fit? No. All right, if you put no there, I'm going to mark this wrong. So I need explanation. All right, does it seem realistic? No. If you say that, I'm going to mark it wrong. I need some explanation. The whole point of this exercise is to exercise your brain so that you can think about this stuff. That takes us through activity A. Not so bad. So you're going to click reset, and then under evidence, select fossils. So we're going on to activity B. So if you need to go back and watch anything from activity A, To finish anything you missed, go back and rewatch that and before you move on to activity B. But those of us that are ready to start activity B, here we go. So with activity B, it says choose evidence in fossils. So under evidence, right here, fossils. So you're going to see these bands on the continents that show up, and those colors correspond to the fossils that are down in the right corner. So where you see the green stripe, that's where the Glossopteris was. If you see the orange stripe, that's where they found fossils of the Cynogathurus. Apologize for my poor pronunciation of these words. And then in the brown is where they found the Lithosaurus, Lystrosaurus. And then the blue is where they found the Mesosaurus. So this is like really live places where they actually found these fossils of these dinosaurs. They found fossils in the range of these color bands. So what does that tell us? That actually points to evidence as to why this is true. So it says on the landmass, on what landmass did the Lysosaurus live? So I put a picture here so you don't have to go back and forth, but if you look here, so the Lysosaurus is in brown. So everywhere you see brown, all right, you're gonna type that in. So if I look, there's brown down here, that's Antarctica. There's brown here, that's Africa. There's a little bit of brown on the tip of Madagascar, and there's brown on India. So everywhere you just found brown, you're going to type in here. So Antarctica, America. Oh, wait, was it South America? Oh, I got that wrong. Africa, India, Madagascar. And I think that was it, wasn't it? India, Africa, Madagascar, Antarctica. Good. So that's what I'm looking for. All right. So if you look at this, you can see that these continents are separated by large bits of ocean. Yeah. So you should be saying to yourself, wait a minute, this thing doesn't look like it swims. It's got 4 legs and barely any tail, no gills. It has fur and skin. You should think to yourself, that doesn't look like an animal that's good at swimming. All right. Like us as humans, we're not good at swimming. We don't have gills. We can't breathe underwater. Our arms and legs are not meant for swimming. So how the heck did they find fossils of this animal all over the place? It couldn't swim across the water. So that's evidence that this is what it is. So how might these locations of fossils be evidence that continents were together? All right, and that's part of your answer. So what you're going to do now is you're going to be trying to piece these all together so they fit. So that's what it says here. So first of all, how might these locations be evidence that they were once together? Because the land masses had to be together for those fossils to be found all over it. So something along those lines. So when you do to explore next, all right, try to make a new map of Pangea. All right. So now that you have evidence of this, all right, you can start to make a little bit better of a picture. So you're going to try to, basically, you're going to try to connect all the dots here. All right. And again, it's not going to be perfect, but as long as you get close, that's cool with me. All right, don't forget to bring this guy over. And now that I'm looking at it, that was nowhere close to what I had it before. Right, share. All right. Oop, nope. There. A little bit better. All right, close enough. All right, so that helps you. So now you can start to piece some of the other pieces together here. Yeah, actually, I don't know if that was right. All right, so again, it's not perfect, but that's kind of it. So you do that whole screenshot thing again. Right click, copy image, go back, paste it here. All right, so what we're gonna do next is now you're gonna go under evidence of rocks. So you're gonna do evidence, rocks. So with this, you can kind of try to connect up the purple lines. Let's see. I don't think there's any other way I can kind of make this work. It's not really. All right, so then once these are all lined up, you can take another picture. Right click, copy image, go back here. All right, so the next part down here shows that it says, if possible, compare with your classmates, but we don't have classmates to compare with, so you're just gonna look at your other maps. So you're gonna look at this map 1, this map 2, and the one you did up here 3. So you're gonna compare those. All right, how do they look? Do they look similar? How do they look? So that's up to you. You're gonna need to tell me that. Okay, and then if Wagner showed you this evidence, so remember, Alfred Wagner is the guy that came up with this evidence, and he put the pieces together, and he was the first one to present that said, hey guys, this stuff might have been together at some point. He was the guy that came up with this theory. All right, and I know it looks really obvious now because we're like looking back at it like, well, duh, these pieces look like they fit together. Yes, but it wasn't always just that simple. So based on this evidence, if he brought this to you, would you have believed him? And then explain why you would have believed him. All right. Remember, use complete sentences here. All right. If someone came up to you and said like their shoes are better than yours, and they gave you all this evidence, and then they explain, you have to say, would you believe them? Yes or no, and explain. Please use complete sentences. Think this through. All right. Don't shortchange it. Give this a full effort. So put your explanation there. And that's it. So once you're done with that, go back and submit this on Schoology here by clicking Submit Assignment, and you'll be all done. Remember, if you have any questions, come check out my office hours Tuesday through Friday from 2:15 to 3. I'll be there. Send me a message on Schoology or get a hold of me somehow if you need help with this. All right, this is due on, let's see, Monday, February 1st by the end of class. So get to it. Hopefully you have time to do this, and I will see you next time.